What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Winning Bucket. I'm Onin, that's Aaron, that's Mongab. We have been out for 2 weeks, and a lot has happened in 2 weeks, and we'll be getting into that in the NBA world. But in real life, in the past 2 weeks, I just graduated, so it's official.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Welcome to the adult world.
Welcome to unemployment.
Yes, so it's official. All of us in Winning Bucket are fully done with school. They both, Aaron and Mongab, both graduated last year. I graduated this year. So yes, I'm in the adult world now. The unemployment
Yes,
world.
officially.
Yes, and Mongab, asa man gani kadto?
Huh?
Asa gani kadto?
What do you mean?
Like asa ka
School?
naglaag? No, not school. The past 2 weeks.
Oh, I went to Salem, Massachusetts.
What you do there?
Yeah.
Walk around the area, just explore the area, and discovered where some movies were filmed. Like, if you watched Hocus Pocus, I went to the place where that was filmed, and yeah, and it Salem, Massachusetts is better if it's in Halloween. We're not in Halloween, but that's a good place to visit during Halloween time. If despite the fact there's gonna be thousands of people visiting that area, because that's the whole reason why they're even there. 'Cause it's Halloween and it's a place where people were tried for witchcraft. So talk about that later on, because
Yeah.
I don't even know that. I just know that it's a good place to visit during Halloween.
Okay. Ikaw, Ron,
Yeah.
what have you been doing for the past 2 weeks?
I've been dealing with personal matters. In those 2 weeks, I have a microphone now. So, guys, whenever I want to rant something, I sound crispier. I sound better. And yeah, no more mumbling, whatever junk.
Yes.
So,
No more
I'm good.
stuttering.
No more stutter.
No more stuttering.
No more putol-putol na mic.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
what I mean.
actually hear
Yeah,
what I'm trying to. You can actually hear what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I meant.
So yeah, everyone's been busy for the past 2 weeks, and the NBA world just blew up. So since we've been busy for past 2 weeks, we didn't able to create an episode, and we'll be putting everything into this episode. And yes, we will talk about it. All will start off first with the biggest trade that happened. The biggest, not the shocking, but the biggest. Giannis to Miami. Where were you when that happened? And what were your thoughts about that trade?
But I think that happened in the middle of the night. I was so shocked when I woke up. For context, Onion chat in our group chat. Giannis was traded to the Miami Heat for just everybody, basically half of Miami Heat roster. Like, what the fuck? Who's that? I was like, oh, it's just Bam and Giannis. Basically, the rest are just like bunch of okay players. Like, whoa. It's so early in the morning with this trade. This is a second round exit. I think I remember chatting that to the group chat that wow, it's just all of this for a second round exit.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. So that was my thoughts when I woke up in the morning. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
I was sitting watching TV. I don't remember what I was watching. I just know that I was just waiting for just waiting for the X notification to come up. The first time we got it, it was the Julius Randle trade.
Yeah, we'll be
I was
talking
like,
into that one
oh my,
later. We'll be talking
yeah,
about
but
that
I was
later.
like, every time Sham says something, I was like, oh makuyawan no kag apel eh. There was something else also before that. Kalimot ko unsa. That was I don't notification. Oh, it was the Dusty May notification. I'm like, oh my God, Shams, you don't have to. You just report the Giannis trade. Where's he going? But yeah, when Giannis trade came up, and then I was, what kind of package would actually be? Actually, there was build up. It wasn't that shocking just because there was build up, unlike that Luca trade a couple years back. There was build up. We just don't know where. So whether it's Miami or Boston, and there was even a conflict of interest within the team. So some people wanted Miami, some people wanted Boston. And eventually they chose the Miami package. And that is where Giannis is heading to right now. And what did the Bucks? I think the Bucks got a solid package in exchange for Giannis. And Miami is, I don't think it's good enough. I know how good Giannis is, but just hope that he's still in his prime when he starts playing for the Heat, and they actually make a solid run with him. Though that's the whole reason why they traded for him. And yeah, and just hope that I'm assuming they're gonna go after Chris Middleton and just to reunite them, Chris Middleton and Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the next thing they're going after is Drew Holiday, and they might just reunite the Bucks again. So, and I agree. And I think they might just be a second round exit this time, because
Yeah, they need
East is,
they need their bench, bro. They need bench.
if you think about it, the East is might is stacked. Yeah, most people say the West is better than is more competitive in the East, but I don't think so. The East is just as talented as the West at this time, and yeah, it's gonna be a competitive East as it has always been.
Yeah. When I was awake when this trade happened, and middle of the night for US time, for Philippine time it was 11:30 a.m. and I was looking at the GC. Aaron was like he just woke up.
Yeah, dog. That was in a weekend or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he was asleep. So yeah, I was like always on my phone, like the whole time. Like for the past 2 weeks, I was always on my phone. I was checking what trades, updates, NBA, and everything, all that, because I've been trying to make shorts and all of that. So yeah, follow my TikTok, follow Winning Bucket on Facebook, because like there's all the updates right there. Doing updates and stuff. So yeah, when that trade happened, I was like, wow, they gave up everybody. And as what Mongab said, that's for Giannis. So you have to give up everyone and sacrifice everyone. You gave up Tyler Hero without making sure that you could get Norman Powell. They re-signed Andrew Wiggins. They re-signed Simon Fontecchio. I forgot who the others signed as well. But yeah, they gave up a lot, and I think Milwaukee won for me. Milwaukee won because like
Long term, yeah.
yeah, long term, because like the the roster of Miami really lack, especially in the bench. They need someone there, and
Need
LeBron
shooters.
James.
we will talk about LeBron later, cause we will be talking, discussing in this video all the things that happened throughout the past 2 weeks. And yeah, for this Miami Heat Giannis trade, I'm excited, curious to see how this two will fit, especially the lack
Giannis and
or
Bam,
possibly of
yeah.
spacing a bit. Because yeah, you have Wiggins, you re-signed Wiggins, you have Giannis, you have Bam, which is like a great
Davian
elite
and Davian Mitchell.
defensive. Davion Mitchell. So like you need someone to space you out. Simon Fontecchio could do it. So yeah,
He's
as
gone.
when this trade happened, Mongab was like I agreed with Mongab on this one, that it was like a Milwaukee 2.0, wherein you have your talented center, you have a great defensive guard, but you lack the other key players to win the championship. And I said, I think I forgot what I said on the group chat. I'll look
I'm
for
gonna look
it.
at it.
I will look for it because I was like nagyaw ko sa GC a bit. Yeah. Yes, this I said this one in the group chat. You get Giannis to win, but if you don't get players that can help you, then what for? So we will see what Miami Heat will do. But who do you think won this trade?
For me, I think the now Miami Heat won because they can definitely compete, especially at the East. Yeah, that knowing that Giannis is a top 3 player currently right now. Now, yeah, it's Miami, but in the long term, definitely Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Knowing that Tyler Hero is very young and they can still draft so many assets. Sorry guys, I just really like the sound of my voice right now, so I'm just rambling random shit. So yeah, I believe that the Miami Heat are a winners right now. Knowing that there's still the offseason is still so long. You don't know, maybe LeBron could still land on Miami. And yeah. So right now it's definitely Miami Heat, but for the long term, it's Milwaukee.
Come on, who do you have winning?
Yeah, I agree with that. For the short term, it'll actually get Miami go For short term, it's Miami Heat because they get Giannis and they get to build around him and Bam. But in the long run, it's gonna be the Milwaukee Bucks. They get to see Tyler Hero develop. They get to see Kelly Ware develop, and also the young. They get first round picks that could eventually be maybe be young studs that could help the team in the long run to start the rebuild.
Yeah.
So only time will tell though
Yeah. Only time.
if the Miami Heat won the trade in the short term. Because how do you know? As di ay ma first round exit lang gihapon or
Yeah.
you know
Not make
or
the
even second
playoffs.
round exit. Yeah, they might not even make the playoffs. Yeah,
Not
that's
make the
true.
playoffs. But yeah,
Or
Giannis will be eligible for extensions in January 6. So if you know the Boston deal, he will be signing 3 years, I think, for Miami. So we'll be having Giannis for 4 years more in Miami. So yeah, we will see what happens. But it also shocked me that there's a rivalry of Tyler Hero and Bam off court. So if you didn't
I didn't
know,
know that.
I
they're
didn't
No.
know that.
yeah, they were fighting on Instagram, in the Instagram comment section. They were fighting, they were hitting back on
Oh,
each other.
why,
Yeah,
dude?
not hitting back na like but like they were like hitting on each.
Naba ka ng
You
balsanay
know,
na ano
yeah,
bang
Oh,
balasan.
not like that. Not
yeah,
like
I
not
don't
like
know.
that.
balsanay.
I don't know to phrase it, but they were like attacking each
Balsanay.
other. Yeah. So it was there on IG. I forgot what post it was. I saw it on Twitter. So yeah, I didn't know about that one. So that was shocking, and I can't wait to see Milwaukee with Miami with Giannis and Bam. Milwaukee with Tyler Hero, Ryan Rollins, Jaime
Kyle
Jaquez,
Kuzma.
Jaime Jaquez,
Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma. Yeah, those people. So yeah, can't wait to see that one, and we will see what's next. So now let's go on to the first big trade that happened in the offseason, and that's Julius Randle to Brooklyn and Nicholas Claxton to Bulls. We will keep
What's the
this short
full?
because I think we don't have really
We
details in
don't
this one.
care.
Yeah, as what
Yeah,
Mongab said, we care, but like not really
not
that
as
much.
much.
Yeah, because
I
uh,
want to see the full trade details.
yeah, for me, I am
Yeah.
happy with the Bulls getting Nicholas Claxton because that's their center. I'm very happy with that one. With
What's the
what the
full trade
Chicago Bulls
details?
were doing the whole offseason, they're a win for me. They drafted Caleb Wilson. They drafted Nicholas Claxton. They got Norman Powell in the free agency. They are a winning team for the offseason for me. And I'm so excited to see what's next for the Chicago Bulls. And yes, I think I'll be a Chicago Bulls fan this offseason for the East, for like the young team to watch out for because they got Thiago Splitter. Their GM, Bryson Graham, has been doing great as a first time GM. I'm excited for Chicago Bulls, but I have not said that for like a long, long time, or I have not said that in the podcast, but I'm excited for the Chicago Bulls. And I'm also excited for Brooklyn because they are a team that does not want to pass. Julius Randle won't pass the ball. MPJ won't pass the ball. Who the fuck will be their point guard? Who did they draft?
They don't even need a point guard.
Where is there is Acuff going or is he Kings?
Akoff is in Kings.
Kings, right?
I forgot who they
I
draft.
know they got somebody.
Yeah, they got a point
Uh,
guard.
I know they got a point guard. I just don't know who.
I
What's the
forgot.
point of having a point guard if FPG is gonna shoot that shit? Like,
Mikael Brown Jr.
Michael Brown. Yeah, Michael Brown. I wanted him.
Mikael
so,
Brown
sorry,
Jr.
Brown, you're not gonna get that rock, bro.
I want
Or no, see who's the other one? Igor Demin ba
Igor
to?
Demin. Yeah, last year. So
We
like
got
yeah,
Tyler the Creator here.
I'm excited to see this team next year because like they'll be a fun but chaotic team to watch. So yeah, what's your thought, small thought, or like overall thoughts on this one? Hey, keep it short.
I just my thoughts on the Timberwolves are damn when before we knew that they were after Lamelo Ball, I was like, damn, they just really threw away Julius Randle just like that, like no valuable assets, no nothing. They just said, "I Julius, you were defending Jokic, get the fuck out of here." Yeah, because there was a time when it was not Rudy Gobert, it was either Julius Randle, and he was gassed,
Oh no, actually
really
no.
gassed.
No, Julius not. Hold on, this downs.
When they were guarding Jokic in the previous
Ah,
playoffs.
Naz
I
Reid,
just
who's also gone.
yeah, and I just felt sad that damn, this is how they treat Julius Randle. He was very solid sa playoffs. He was very solid the regular season. I don't know why. Now that they were actually getting Lamelo Ball, I understood now for more space. Yeah. Sorry, Julius Randle. Your career is basically dead at this point. You're just assets for draft picks in the future. Sorry, dog. Axton, I think I think you're gonna be solid. Is Caleb Wilson a power forward?
Small forward, power forward. Yeah.
Uh, okay lang, okay lang.
They
Kasi
need
if
him.
he was
Yeah.
another center, he's
Nah.
not playing.
Nah, he's a small forward, power forward. And I can't. He's like a very athletic forward, small forward. So I can't play. He's like one of my favorites college players last year, but did not play it in the March Madness because he got injured. So it was mostly Darren Peterson and Yaxel Landerborg and AJ Tubanza. So yeah, we'll be talking about the draft as well
Yaxel
later.
Enderborg. Yaxel Enderborg, run. Hear that name.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
already rubbing me off the wrong way, dog. Based
Why?
on the
Okay.
things he did this past few weeks, the moment he got drafted, he said, "Hey, Draymond didn't reply," and then Draymond said, "Here's the fucking screenshot. I replied to you." Like he said that I hate Curry. I was a Kyrie fan in the finals. Dog, why would you say that? You're never gonna touch the fucking ball. You're never going to see the court ever
And
Nah,
again.
he will touch the court because if you watch Summer League kanina,
He had five. No, he
four.
had a perfect field
Oh
goal. He had
yeah,
a
he will
perfect field
fucking
goal.
touch the court. With you trying to win this year, you will try to get the court.
It depends where
Yeah,
LeBron lands. If
yeah,
LeBron lands in the Warriors, we'll talk about that later.
yeah. We'll talk about later.
he wanted to, remember, Yaxel Enderborg wanted number 10 from Jimmy Butler, but he ain't giving it to him.
Dog, that's Jimmy. You are not getting that. You're a rookie. Who do you think you are? You're not even number one pick level of asking that number. Okay, but siguro, if number one pick ka, hey man, and you
Not,
said you hated Curry. Who do you think you are disrespecting the GOAT like that? Anyways, moving on to this trade for the Timberwolves.
okay,
Yeah,
ano
I'm
na,
just
ano na, Anyway, ako na po, my first thought of that trade was, I thought Nick Claxton was going to Minnesota, and if they're getting Nick Claxton, what's gonna happen with Rudy Gobert? But no, Nick Claxton is going to Chicago. If you remember that conversation we had in the GC, like damn, Julius Randle just going to is back to New York City, but not for the Knicks. Okay, but what is Julius Randle gonna do for the rest of his career? Then just gonna play for some mid team,
not even a mid team. It's
or
a bottom feeder team.
but
Because the East is so competitive. There's no way in hell they'll even reach the 10th or ninth seed at least.
get traded. He's only good enough to turn the franchise around. He might actually be turn this Brooklyn Nets franchise around, but I don't know. But not good enough to get over the hump like Jalen Brunson did. Nets are just gonna be bottom feeders again. But again, they can't even tank anymore because of the new anti-tanking rules. They're gonna have to let Mikael Brown Jr. develop and turn
And
into
play.
a solid player. And I think Julius Randle is only gonna be there in Brooklyn for the short term. I know he's gonna be in the trading block again in the trade deadline, and if he does not get traded by then into the next offseason. I just think that's how it's gonna be for Julius Randle for these coming years.
Yeah,
And
that could be possibly. He could be like the next Paul George.
right, yeah.
Could be like the next
Hey,
Paul
But
George, right? And you trade
I don't
him
think his
for like
prime.
other
Yeah,
players. So
I don't. And 5 first round picks like PG got traded for Shea. You know,
yeah. So
it's gonna be worth first round picks.
yeah, because he's still good. This a good regular season. We sometimes does not really show up in playoffs, but he's good. And I think everyone like expected him to be on trade block because of his performance in the playoffs this season. Because I remembered everyone was like trade Julius Randle after Minnesota got eliminated.
Wait, I
Trade
saw.
Julius
Okay,
Randle.
okay, okay. I saw somebody say on X that on the trading on reply as a response to Shams' report was that if they had Lamelo Ball instead of Julius Randle and Naz Reid, would they have beaten the Spurs? I'm like,
No,
no.
fuck no.
Oh no.
exactly.
Fuck no. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I just read some. That's okay. That's an interesting thought.
No.
So
No.
that's a weak thought.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And yeah, and transitioning to that, let's talk about the Lamelo Ball trade. Lamelo Ball
Na
for
naman.
Naz Reid. Ooh, what were your thoughts when that thing happened? Ako at that time I was like, whoa, because it came out of nowhere.
Exactly. It also happened in the morning. I was like, what? Why is it always in the? I mean, it's happened for our morning, evening for Mongab, but for us, it's in the morning.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, whoa, out of nowhere. Because that's, I think, the common theme about this year's off season. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Everything came out of
Oh,
nowhere. So, like, Lamelo Ball and Anthony Edwards, they need super guidance.
someone said Ant Man and the Wasp. Someone said
Ant-Man,
that.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. I even put that on my notes. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like, yo, bro. But like, yo, I'm excited for this one. I'm just sad that they gave up Nazrid because they need a backup big. And I don't know who they got. I'm not. I need to like see
He
back.
signed Ayo Dosumu
Yeah, they
to
resigned
a big
Ayo.
contract.
They need a big. I don't know if they resign. They already signed a big to replace Nazrid because Rudy Gobert can't do it all. Because I think so far it's Lamelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Ayo, ano,
Ayo.
Melo, Ayo, Anthony
Ant
Edwards,
Man.
Jaden McDaniels, and Rudy Gobert, and the bench.
Oh, they have John Berenjay.
Joan Berengue, but like, he ain't that prove too much for Minnesota, so I don't know. But like I know that team will be fun. So like yeah, I can't wait to see the lobs from Lamelo, the off courts for Lamelo and Anthony Edwards, like the alley oops and all that stuff. Like that's going to be fun. And there's no Dante, so they need shooting there. So
Gonna be
yeah.
out for
Oh, they
next
got
year.
Josh Green.
Uh,
Nah.
it's
Yeah,
alright.
he
It's
can't
alright.
really shoot.
It's
Right,
alright.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so F1 qualifying is gonna start now. So if I randomly react to something happening, just don't mind me.
Yeah, so we're also, doing
Ano
also
lang din.
F1, so it is what it is. So, what are your thoughts on the Lamelo Ball trade?
I think it was. I think when discussed what the Timberwolves needed, it was a point guard, knowing that Conley was already
Left.
turning to dust. Yeah, so he was already turning to dust, and this is their point guard, not a defensive reliable point guard or even
Not
a reliable point guard in maturity. But they did get their point guard, a very solid all star in Lamelo Ball. It's just I don't know if this team will compete with the Jokic's, the Sheas, the Wembys of the world. Because yeah, even if you added a very solid point guard to the Timberwolves, I think it's they're just Ant-Man has to do Michael Jordan things again, like what he did for the Nuggets, just to compete. And I'm really concerned that Ant-Man is settling. He doesn't want to be compared to any other great. Yeah, so it's just gonna be an I team, knowing that they don't have a backup big. It's whatever. They could be chilling in the fourth seed. Yeah,
even lower.
even lower. Yeah, and yeah, the bench is ass right now. Oh yeah, those are my thoughts for this trade for Lamelo. It's solid, but not like enough to make you say contenders.
Other than the Minnesota, we've been talking about Minnesota for these past two topics now, and I'm gonna go to Charlotte Hornets. Traded Lamelo, and I know they also traded Miles Bridges, but what's next? They're gonna have to build around Con Knippel and Brandon Miller now. I don't know who there's. Oh, Ryan Kalkbrenner also as their center. Okay, they were supposed to take the leap next season. I wonder why they were shopping Lamelo Ball, and Lamelo could have helped them, could have been part of the next step for them, but they decided to trade him to get Nazari. What are you doing, dude? Why were you shopping Lamelo Ball? Actually, I was after the play-in tournament last year, last a couple months ago rather. I'm like, okay, should they keep Lamelo? But they were onto something good, but you trade your point guard. What's the long term goal here? Like you just want to keep building around Conke Nipple
They resigned Kobe
and
White.
Brandon Miller. Yeah, oh, right. Yeah. Kobe White was also. Yeah, that's their point guard now.
That's
Yeah,
their point guard now. Kobe White.
yeah. And you just gotta take the next step next season and hopefully make the playoffs because they made a play and then shocked a lot of people when they beat the Miami Heat. They gotta. I just hope it's not gonna be a one year thing like the Sacramento Kings in 2023. It has to be something that's good enough to be contenders, not just a one time thing. So I don't know if trading Lamelo Ball is the solution to that, but again, only time will tell if they made the right decisions or not.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
let the players develop. Huh?
I was shocked when it happened because Charlotte was one of my favorite fun teams to watch last year, and a lot of the issues before was that they played good without Lamelo, but they played way better if Lamelo is in the lineup. So like there are times wherein if Lamelo is on the court, he's a negative, but there are a lot more times when Lamelo is there, he makes everyone look good or play good. Like I think there was a game wherein he had more fouls and turnovers than points and assists, which is completely negative. Like he's a negative on the court in that one, but like that was like the biggest game for them that they were like, let's trade Lamelo out because we're even better without Lamelo. And I think that was the thing that has been going through their mind in the Charlotte front office. But I do not understand, which will be going into the next one, why did they trade Miles Bridges? Because they just broke up their core. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Conconipol, they were great last year. And with an improved Conconipol and improved Ryan Kalkbrenner, like why did they break their core? Kobe White just resigned. So like I don't understand with what's wrong with the Charlotte Hornets. And yeah, we will see because Nas Reed is already there. We will see how it will really improve, and we just hope that, as what Mongab said, it won't be like the Sacramento Kings. Like it's just a one-time thing. No, they're like a great
We
team
don't
for the
want that.
future. We don't want that. And yeah, I don't understand just why they broke it up. So it is what it is. They're building for the future. Build around Conconopol. Build around Brandon Miller. And it will be fun. But yes, they traded also Miles Bridges to the Phoenix Suns. And Mon, as a Phoenix Suns fan, what do you think about that one? Because I also remembered Charlotte got Grayson Allen
Yeah,
and Royce
and Royce
O'Neal
O'Neal.
and a
Damn,
2033. So
what a
like
Yeah.
they
solid
have
lineup.
they have shooters there
Oh,
in Charlotte.
yeah.
Shooters who don't give
Grayson
a fuck
Allen, Royce
about.
O'Neal, Concanippo, yeah. They got shooters there, but
Kobe White,
if they made
Nas Reed.
did they make the right decision? I don't know.
Yeah, we will
Okay,
see
other
next year because I think that will be a fun young team to watch. And
and we just got Shams just reported something and we don't care about it.
yeah, it's 2025 pick. And so Mon,
It's about
as
Cam Jones.
a Phoenix Suns fan, Mon, what do you think about getting Miles
Okay.
Bridges?
Okay, I was just hoping they wouldn't trade Jalen Green. I want to see Jalen Green develop and to turn into all-star here. I don't want him to go somewhere else.
Oh,
Thankfully, they did not trade Jalen Green. I know that sounds crazy, and some Suns fans want him traded, but I don't want to get rid of Jalen Green. I know he has potential to be like Shea. I know that sounds a little delusional, but yeah, he has potential to be somebody like Shea. Traded early or Tyrese Halliburton to get traded early in their career and eventually develop into a star. And thankfully, they did not trade. I hope they do not trade Jalen Green because right. That sounds crazy. I know, but
he doesn't pass the
that's
rock. By the way, he's like MPJ, but on the Suns.
right. I mean, they also have Devin Booker there, so and I know
Devin
that ever
Faithful.
since it's not gonna, but I know Devin Booker changed his number to 15. I don't know why, but
Kobe.
yeah, yeah, like a Kobe Bryant kind of
That was
move
I think a tribute to his dad, I think, if I can
to
remember.
his father. Yeah, getting Miles Bridges hopefully is gonna add more scoring to their and athleticism to their roster. They were overachievers last year. I just hope they actually remain the same. Breaking up the scores is inevitable, considering that they might just be a mid team. This might not be a long term thing for them to keep this core. Just try 2 years of this core then with Miles Bridges, and if it doesn't work, then just trade him away.
Did they
I
sign
don't
their
know.
point guard? I could.
Colin Gillespie.
Yeah, they re-signed Colin Gillespie. Okay, I remember
That
that.
was the first Shams report we got all in the offseason.
Yeah, they re-signed Colin Gillespie, and
48
then
million.
yeah, for 8
And
million.
Jordan Goodwin.
And yeah, and they also
And they
signed
also got the shooter.
Luke Kennard. Yeah, they got Luke Kennard.
That's who I was thinking of. Exactly, Lukinard. So yeah, that's what they did. They said they re-signed Colin, traded for Miles Bridges, re-signed Colin Gillespie, re-signed Jordan Goodwin, and signed Lukinard. Also re-signed Mark Williams. I have a feeling it's just gonna be a mid-team, but I just hope they don't trade Jalen Green.
Yeah, they won't trade Jalen Green, bro. They like the duo of
Hopefully, because
they like the duo of Devin Booker and Jalen Green there, so he's safe.
so yeah, just thankfully. And again, I know he can be like Tyrese Halliburton or Shea.
We will
So
see.
maybe the next 2 years he's gonna be an all-star. I don't know, but I just hope he's gonna stay there.
Jalen Green?
Yeah,
Same,
yeah, that's gonna sound crazy, you know.
Same,
Your expectation for Jalen Green is just like what everybody said on Houston Rockets, but sure, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
But
Again, I know it sounds delusional, but he,
there's like slim chance though. If we have seen then they have become an all star, we could see like Jalen Green as
right.
an all star.
Jalen Green was the number 2 pick of the draft, so that means he
Okay.
has immense
I will
potential.
I never doubted a Kababayan.
I mean,
Oh,
Jalen Brunson was a second round pick, and look what happened to him now.
Yeah, but
So
pray for no injuries because that's the thing that
yeah,
he held back Jalen Green. Yeah, so now let's move on. Let's go on first with the trades before we go to the signings, before all of that re-signings and stuff. Ja Morant from one guard to another, not forward. Yeah, Ja Morant,
for
or
Jeremy
a bag
Grant
of chips
Jeremy Grant, and
Jeremy
and
Chris
Grant and
Murray. Chris
you know
Murray.
what Flight
Chris Murray.
said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
A bag of chips and a half-eaten burger. Yeah.
Big Mac.
no, he got
Uh,
traded for a twin, just for a twin and the second generation player.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we all know who Jeremy Grant is, but he's been butt juice for a long, long time. He's just
Overpaid
shooting
too. He's
overpaid.
overpaid.
It was aight when he first bloomed out with the Nuggets. Now he's just stealing the money of the Trailblazers. Anyways, Ja Morant, if you told Onin that he's just worth 2 players in 2023, he would have went ballistic.
true,
He
true,
would have
true.
went wild. He's like, "Sige, yung buwang, guro ka ba eh?" Or something like that. He would have changed character. Yeah, if you told Onin that 3 years ago, you'd have said, "Who the fuck? Who do you think you are? That's Ja Morant." Yeah, yeah. It's just 2 players, bro. 2 players who are scrubs, and yeah, who knew that the value of Ja Morant would be this low? I did not know. I thought he would be like solid players, solid players. Maybe a couple of late first round picks or pick swaps. I don't know. Just two measly players who are, like that. Yeah. So those are my thoughts for Ja Morant. Damn, there's so many point guards there in Trailblazers, by the way. So many. I hope you're not finished. Like I really hope you're still making moves. 'Cause what would you do with
For a point
Drew?
guard.
Drew, Lillard,
Scoot,
Ja Morant, and Scoot. Four
Shade,
point
Shaden
guards.
Sharp. As of
Shaden Sharp.
a lot of guards.
A lot of guards. This is like the Chicago Bulls of the fucking West. Yeah, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Yeah, that's my take on that. Kasi mag-start ng qualifying. Or nag-start na rather
Yeah,
ng
start ng
qualifying.
qualifying, yeah.
Next start
So,
na.
ikaw on,
I'm
before I
watching
give
it
you
now.
my thoughts on that one. What's your thoughts on this
I'm
one?
watching it now. Okay. Uh, Anyway, for the Portland Trailblazers getting Ja, yeah, they have so many guards. I imagine they're gonna trade Drew. They're gonna have to trade. They cannot live with 4 point guards. They're gonna have to trade at least one of those guys. It's definitely not Ja, definitely not Dame. So it's gonna have to be Drew Holiday. I don't think they should trade Scoot Henderson. I don't know if this will actually be a Ja Morant will actually thrive here in Portland. We will see how he will fit with along with Dame because Dame is coming back this year. Will he be the same player? I don't know. They last year they were also overachievers, and maybe they will actually be good this year and actually make the playoffs again. And then Danny Avdia became an all-star. And oh, will he keep?
I don't know.
Is he gonna be keep?
With 5 point
Uh,
guards, you're so optimistic. Sure.
yeah, is he gonna play the same way? I don't know. But they have 2 point guards, Dame, Ja, and the starting line. More forward is Danny Avdia. Power forward is Tumani Kamara.
And
And
Donovan
center
Clingan.
is Donovan Clingan. So it's a good starting five. Good, solid actually. I don't know about the bench though. Mm,
George is out. Oh,
they still
George
have
is out.
Matisse.
Yeah, George is out. He bumped into like the. I didn't want to
So
like say
yeah,
it. I want you to like original
yeah,
reaction there.
yeah, yeah.
So
George is out.
he bumped
Holy
into like a
And then,
shit.
wall. Yeah. You're watching F1,
and
so
also,
everyone watching everyone we're
yeah,
watching F1.
Ah,
So like this is the qualifying in Silverstone. So like this is our reaction to it.
George
This is
Russell.
still
Yeah,
Q1, so like George Russell bumped into the wall, so that's why he was out. And it
shit.
happened when Aaron was talking about the Jamoran trade. So I just kept quiet because I know what happened, and I'm as a Mercedes fan, I was like, whoa, whoa. So yeah, he's doing his lap though.
uh,
He's doing his
yeah.
lap though.
But
The
it's
Blazers
slow.
need depth.
Yeah, Blazers
They
need that.
don't. They gotta trade Drew for maybe a depth, maybe more depth. Yeah, George
Yeah,
Russell is the
yeah, he's doing his
point
lap.
zero nine.
So like yeah, as also like coveraging about F1, we have like episodes like this if it's your first time watching, because yes, Silverstone is one of the best courses in F1. Is it course racetracks in F1?
Historical.
Yeah, historical. So like everyone's like
Austria.
watching this one. Sprint just happened. Kimi Antonelli won. Lewis Hamilton at two. So like it's a qualifying for the race tomorrow. So yeah, we have are watching it live as doing this podcast. And yeah, I'll give you my thoughts because I am the Memphis Grizzlies fan slash Ja Morant fan slash Damian Lillard fan. When this happened, I was like, whoa, because I didn't expect it to be this low because I already know that it was supposed to be him with no Jamorant with no value because a lot has said he has negative value. Teams don't want him. I did not expect it to be this low. Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Jeremy Grant is still a decent player, but for Chris Murray, no draft picks. Desmond Bain had more draft picks than John Morant. That's a
Cal Bridges
crazy
had
thing.
more picks.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges had more picks. Like, what? No picks attached. So, like, it shocked me. And as a Damian Lillard and John Morant fan, I'm happy to see them in the team. Like, even though they're like elite point guards playing together,
But
it
nobody asked this, by the way.
yes, nobody asked this by the way. But like it's interesting. And I might be the only one who will be optimistic about this one. I'm okay with the guards. I'm okay with four guards. Because Dame is coming from an Achilles injury or ACL injury. So he won't be the
Please.
same Dame that we love and we watch for the past few years. He'll be a watered down Dame. And I think he will be more of a shooter type of Damian Lillard. Because we all know Dame is a great shooter. He was in a 3 point contest, injured, did not play the whole season. So, like, we will see a Dame wherein he does not have the ball much, but he will be just like a shooter type. Like, he would go off screens, he will do all that stuff, find
Luke Kennard
open.
type.
Yeah, the Luke Kennard type, the JJ Redick type
But
players.
he's not gonna be the ball handler. He's
Yeah,
just gonna be a catch and shoot guy.
it will be the job of Ja Morant to do that one. So it will be Ja, Dame, Denny, Tumani Kamara, and Donovan Clingan. So I'm okay with that. And if they want defense, they can sub in Dame or Ja for Drew Holiday. So like I'm good with that one. And Scoot off the bench with him still being like developing and stuff. I'm okay with that one. So I'm happy for Portland. I am interested to see Memphis because this is a new saga or a new, not really dynasty, but a new
Era.
era for them.
Cam Boozer.
Cam Boozer, Cedric Coward, Zach Edey, like that's a new one. But as a Memphis fan of the early 2020s, I will miss that Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson, Ja Morant, Steven Adams, Desmond Bain, that roster, because that was the roster that was most fun to watch. Because if you remember the dance, yeah, the dance,
Yeah.
like even though they lost to the
Dylan
Warriors,
Brooks.
like it was still a fun team. Like it was my favorite team. And yeah, there was a time where I was Philly fan, then I went back and I went to a Memphis fan, then now I am back as a Philly fan. So
Should have kept Dylan Brooks.
yeah,
Bro is just a fan of Dark
Yes.
Horse teams.
yeah, I'm a fan of Dark Horse team. So now I'm a in my East, I am a Philly fan once again because we'll be talking about that trade. And I am a Portland fan because of Damian Lillard and John
And
Morant right
Jamorant.
now. So yes, I'm excited to see and curious to see on that one. Who I think won will be, I think it will be Portland. I have Portland win. Who do you think won this draft? Oh, won this trade, I mean.
Um, if
Mm,
if Morant played like all 60 games minimum, they won. They won.
yeah. Considering that low value, yeah, I would give this to the Trailblazers.
I'm just asking 60 games. That's so small.
Yeah.
That's so small.
Not enough for it's not even though it's not enough for all NBA. Yeah, it's good enough for him.
Yeah. And we just hope for a healthy Dame, healthy Scoot, healthy Drew, healthy Jamorant, and a great start for the new era of the Memphis Grizzlies with Cam Boozer running that squad. Now let's go on to the first trade that happened on the first day of NBA free agency. Kawhi is back to Toronto for Brandon
To
Ingram and Grady Dick and I think two first round picks. I think yeah.
the
What's
Thoughts.
the current lineup of the Raptors?
You
Like
have
what's the starting?
Jamal Shed, I think. Jamal Shed. Oh, fuck, bro.
Jacoby
Scotty.
I
Walter,
Jacoby
Jakob
Walter.
oh
Pertl, Kawhi
Yeah.
Leonard,
Kawhi
yeah,
Leonard, Scotty Barnes. RJ
Scotty
Barrett.
Barnes
oh
and RC
RJ
Barrett.
Barrett.
Why did Emmanuel quickly they didn't see Jamal Shid?
Quickly.
Emmanuel quickly.
Quickly Barrett.
Barrett,
Kawhi.
Leonard, Kawhi,
Kawhi.
Barnes. Fertile.
Barnes, and Pertl.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jacoby
we have
Walter.
the
Why were they of Jacoby Walter and Jamal
Vince.
Shid?
Vince. Wento nila day. Tama day.
Yeah.
so
What he has the bench is Jamal Shed, Jacoby Walter. No, no, not Mamu. Mamu's in
No,
the Lakers.
Mamu's gone. Mamu's gone. Yeah, that one.
Uh,
That one. Bro, ano yun?
I
Jameson
think
Battle. Oh, you know who? CMB.
oh,
Yeah, Colin Merboyles, CNB. Yeah, tama.
And they also got Kyle Anderson and another warrior, Ron. Trace Jackson Davis.
Bro, pulusan
fuck
na
that
ba?
guy.
Pulusan na ba?
Bum.
Whoa,
He's a
what happened?
bum.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Oh, yeah.
that's their lineup for that's the Raptors. Those are the players for the Raptors.
I think this would be a solid fifth seed team. Like honestly, again, it really depends on Kawhi. Will he play 60 games or will he be playing in and out, in and out? I will do a scam on the agency of the Toronto Raptors. I don't know. Hey, ever since I knew like I figured I know about the news about Kawhi being a scammer. Holy shit, my view on him is very different now. I thought he was a quiet guy, a fun guy who was just playing basketball, playing his dream. Now, for those who know that he's a scammer, my views on him really changed. So yeah, I don't know why the
Yeah,
people
there.
are not talking much about it. They should, because he's a
Aspire.
scammer. They should.
Yeah.
They should really know. It involves trees. It involves scamming Steve Ballmer. Yeah. So my view on Kawhi as a person has really changed. But as a player, I think he's still very solid. He was very solid for the Clippers, except you lost to the Warriors, and you lost when Draymond Green stole that final possession, and we won. All knowledge, because I watched that live. It was in the play-in. We lost after playing with the Suns. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I still enjoyed that you choked that final possession, Kawhi. I really thought you were going to be a warrior. Enjoy the fifth seed, buddy.
Okay, so for the Raptors is I know I don't know if getting Kawhi instead of Brandon Ingram is actually gonna make them better. Because this is not the same Raptors team that he was in. The not a lot, completely different Raptors team from the time he was there.
Who
This
would you
team, huh?
choose? Who would you choose, Kawhi
What do you
or
mean?
Brandon Ingram to be your leading scorer on this team?
In that case, I'd rather have Kawhi, you know. But in terms of joining the Raptors again, wanting to join them again, why would you want to join this team again? If it's a completely different team, this team does not have Masai Ujiri or even Nick Nurse, and
Oh, Messiah is not here anymore.
Masai is
he's
in
in the
Dallas.
anyway,
That's why
and no players.
that's why if you see
Huh?
the board of Rich Paul last night, there is Dallas in there. With Dallas being the
What?
only team that has Masai, Golf, and Africa. No players.
Yeah, not considering the players.
That
Yeah.
it's just LeBron's retirement plan or some shit. I don't know.
And about the Raptors, no, even the players are not the same. This team does not have Pascal. This team does not have Kyle Lowry. This team does not have Fred VanVleet. Completely different. Aside from the franchise, it's the same franchise. They only played one season for, and won a championship, and then left. I was like, why would you want to go back if if it's not even the same team at all, aside from the franchise? He also wanted to go back. The other team that he was considering going back to was the Spurs, which is also a completely different team.
It's a better team
Yeah,
that
right.
he left.
And but the Raptors getting Kawhi, it's good for them. But what do you want? Nga gusto mo kang mabalik diha na wala na lahat, wala naman yung mga kauban diha.
It's the
Yeah,
place. It's the home.
it's the place. Yeah,
It's the
that's where
place.
he was. That's the place where he was
Accepted.
treated as accepted. You know, that's the they'll always respect him for that one championship, even though he
He
only played one
requested to be
season there.
traded to the Raptors.
Or Spurs, diba?
Spurs. He requested that.
Yeah. Not really
Yeah,
request,
or
but it
Spurs,
was
but
it was like he
his
wants to go
preferred
there. Preferred
destinations.
destinations. Yeah.
The Spurs were not interested in him,
Because
so
you have to trade someone to get him.
the Aaron Fox sana, pero ayaw.
No. They
The
won't do that.
value of the Aaron is here. The value of Kawhi is here.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true. So they
That's
won't
right.
do that.
Um, but yeah, the big Kawhi would actually be good here again in Toronto. Maybe win another championship, but I don't think he will. He just wants to get. He wants to gusto lang siguro niya mabawi sa mga Toronto Raptors because he only
Oh, he
played
wants
one
to get
season there.
paid.
That's right, and
Wants the bag.
he wants to retire there in Toronto where he won the championship. And again, I don't know if this is good enough team to be contenders.
It will
Um,
it will be
maybe
a contending team because if you have like the only problem with that one is same as last year. Will Emmanuel quickly be healthy? Because one of the problems of Toronto last year is that they don't have a guard in Emmanuel Quickly because Emmanuel Quickly was injured, so he did not really play. And
Jamal Shed.
Jamal Shead took over. You see Jacoby Walter, like everyone took charge. And with Emmanuel Quickly being healthy and now Kawhi being there, with Ingram playing bad in the playoffs last year, we all know Kawhi will perform. So it will be an improved Toronto Raptors. Kawhi wants to be there because he was accepted. It was a great team for him. Like even though, as what Mongab said, the players, the front office are completely different. The place is the same. The hometown is the same. The crowd is the same. Everyone loves in being in Toronto. So he likes it there. He wants to stay there and retire there because that's the team that truly accepted him. So yes, I am happy for that one. Ingram will be possibly be like another what I say earlier, another type of like possibly a Paul George player when you have really true value, but if you want to get someone in return, he needs to be traded. And I'm excited to see Brandon Ingram what he would do for the Clippers. But it got me thinking. I want to also ask you this one. Do you think Kawhi's time in LA was a waste of time?
Hell yeah, it was. People he was hyped up for them and Paul George versus LeBron and AD, the Battle of LA. You know who got a fucking ring? LeBron James. Who didn't get a ring? Kawhi Leonard. So yeah, this was a waste of fucking time, a waste of draft picks, a waste of resources, a waste of money, a waste of breathing. Exactly. Like everything was a waste for Kawhi's time in Clippers. I'm not even hating Kawhi. I'm not. This is not hate speech. I'm just being the facts here, bro. Imagine Steve Ballmer. You were promised to win a championship to fight against LA Los Angeles Lakers. What happened? Pandemic peak. What happened? Choke Leonard. They lost to that one series in the Nuggets where Paul George shoot that shit from the corner and went on the backboard. They tried it again. Kawhi got injured. They lost to the Utah. I don't know.
Suns, Phoenix
eh,
Suns.
Phoenix Suns, and yeah, that was the time that they reached the finals. Phoenix Suns,
Conference, yeah.
and yeah, they tried
Kawhi injured.
again. They lost again. They added more players. They added Zubac. Zubac developed. I mean, and then yeah, it was a waste of time for everybody. A waste of time, money, and every resources that Steve Ballmer could show. Hell, he did everything for Kawhi, and Kawhi's time in the fucking Clippers was just, eh, like
Yeah, it
one
wasn't
big
the
waste of investment. Just saying investment.
not a success. Not I would say it was not a success.
It was not a
Yeah,
success, bro. It was not a
yeah.
success.
So people hyped this up in 2019, 2020, the Battle of LA, and LeBron just went to another stratosphere. AD is now a wizard. You look like he's washed. I hope he's not washed because he's still gonna be traded to the Warriors. I know that deal is now canceled, but a man can only dream. So yeah. So going back to Kawhi's time on the Clippers, was it a waste of time? Yes, a big fat yes. So yeah,
Okay.
that's my big take.
To add on to Aaron's point on the Clippers being a waste of time and resources and draft picks. You know who they could have had if they didn't get Kawhi and PG?
Who?
Take
Well, Shea. Exactly. They could have had
Ah,
Shea.
yeah, kay Paul George trade. Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why they traded for PG was so Kawhi can sign there. And who was included in that PG trade?
Lilo
Shea.
Gallinari.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that guy too.
Uh,
Daniel Shea, Gallo, Danilo Gallinari, and 5 first round picks who turned out into, I know one of them was J Dub and Adaimara, pa to?
Ademara.
And there's 3 more players. I don't know from the top of my. I don't know from the top of my head, Kinsa. Basta I know. Imagine if that trade did not happen and they got it. Oh, even if they didn't trade for PG, if they stayed with Shea and the duo of Shea and Kawhi. But yeah, it was a waste. But actually, in that case, though, I don't think Shea would be the player that he is now.
True, true, true.
If
Facts.
yeah, that's another one. I mean, who no one will know for sure, but would he? I don't know. I don't think Shea would be a superstar if the Clippers didn't trade him.
Yeah, because he won't get the mentorship of Chris Paul. Because that was the
Hmm.
time
Yeah,
CP3, the Shea, I think, oh yeah, those times. So the pandemic bubble days. So yeah,
yeah,
we won't get the Shea today if that trade did not happen.
that's
So
right.
yeah. And do you think Kawhi should have stayed in 2019 after they won the
No,
championship?
because the Lakers and the
Raptors.
Yeah, the
Raptors were
Raptors.
trading Danny Green and Marc Gasol to the Lakers. Therefore, the Raptors would have lost pieces.
No,
Yeah,
Marcus played
so
for 1 more year in
he
the
did.
Raptors. Yeah, or
Oh,
Marine. But not
anyways,
Danny Green. But not Danny Green.
Danny,
Yeah, not
Danny
Danny.
Green went to the
Clippers,
Lakers.
bubble
The
Lakers.
pieces were moving basically for the Raptors, and
At least one more year, sana. Bro, huh? Yeah, go.
mm, the
Yeah.
money was good in LA. Because remember, Kawhi was also promised to have more money, to have more leverage, and to have these deals. And of course, if ako si Kawhi,
It was also
kilo
an
na.
it was also an opportunity for him to go home. Na Delhi
Yeah,
Lakers. So
exactly.
yeah.
If you told me I could go home and earn this much money and have this much control on the team and be quiet and nonchalant, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Should have stayed in Toronto. Even 1 year lang good sana, pwede na.
Mm-mm.
Just to defend the title. Then, I mean,
But
the Raptors were good for 1 more year too, but because that's also when Pascal Siakam became an all-star, but then that was it for him.
yeah, that was the like good Toronto Raptors. And also, before we forget, Kyle Lowry signed 1 day contract, so he's going to retire as a Raptor. So
Yeah.
congrats to the greatest Toronto Raptor of all time.
about time.
Yes. So now,
Imagine,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry, ayan na. Don't worry
So
about it.
okay, so now let's go on to the second biggest trade. I think you could call it.
All time.
Not all
Ito
time.
man.
You could not all time. Recency wise, you could say all time.
I know why. I think I
That's
know
the
now.
Jalen
Yeah, go ahead.
Brown trade
Yeah.
to Philly. Okay,
Or
for Paul
yeah,
George.
For PG
Paul,
yeah.
and picks.
yeah, picks.
So for context, guys, Onin did a big news on why this trade went down, on what the Boston Celtics were thinking of Jalen Brown. They thought he was a disease. Disease is such a big word for Jalen Brown because he was a smart ass. Onin did this big review on this. To go check out his video on this. He did a big breakdown of how this went down. So here's my 2 cents of that. Boston Celtics, you're the dumbass, and smart, and Jalen Brown was just being smart. As Onin said, and that's what everybody said. Imagine a top four finalist in the for regular season MVP. Mas piliyon ni mo si Peyton Pritchard og
Derek
si
White.
Eric White over him. What?
Even Nimias Keita.
At
Keita
this
sa hindi
point,
mo
it's
kontra.
borderline racism. You chose two white guys over a black man who's very, very good. So yeah, I have no idea why you thought him being a smart ass, him being critical, him being Jason Tatum's right hand man, thought that hey, get your ass out of here. You're going to Philly, buddy. What? What were you thinking? He was just doing Twitch, my guy, and that's his pastime. Let that man be. So yeah, I have no idea. I'm not even a Boston Celtics fan. I'm not even a Philly fan. Pero pag alam ko ang naking number one option, i-trade to somewhere else, the rival team, baka nabuwang ana.
Like,
So,
I was thinking of the Dallas Mavericks trading Luka.
exactly. Like I said, the second trade of all, not the best, but like the most second shocking trade in recent
Recent history. Yeah.
NBA history. Yeah. So, yeah. I Paul George, my guy, you're 35, go pushing 36, doing podcast, and the Boston Celtics like that shit. Like they ate up that shit. Like why? Why? Couldn't even resign Giannis for a third year. Why? Brad Stevens, what are you on, my guy? Seriously, what are you on? You bet that Peyton Pritchard, as Onin said, would leap to be the next Jalen Brunson. Dog,
I was thinking of that exactly. But go ahead.
dog.
That's what they believe according to reports.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they
Yeah,
believe.
I read that. I read that.
So like I have no words.
Your delusion is stronger than a Ferrari fan. Me, all knowledge. So, yeah. I'm not even a fan of these two teams, but pag alam mo ang number one option mo, i-trade ng ganyan, like, fuck are you on? Anyways, yeah, that's my 2 cents. Start ng Q2.
This is also the first ever trade in NBA history for a streamer for a podcaster. So that's the first ever trade of that one. And Mon, what are your thoughts on this one?
It's yeah. I was like, why are they trading? Wait, I thought they only want to trade Giannis. Oh no, Jalen Brown. Only if it's for Giannis, bro. When I read na even if they don't get Giannis, i-trade mang gihapon ni siya. Like, why? 'Cause they're shopping him to, and they that I don't even think that package for PT is the best one they've got though.
They were
And
supposed
why
to
would you trade him
VJ
to
in this.
Daryl Morey? Would have included VJ, but
Did you
this is
know
not
that
Daryl
the
Morey.
original trade was for VJ Edgecombe, five
Yeah,
first round picks, and Paul George, and then they decided to go Paul George, two first round picks, two second round picks.
Why
yeah. I
is that?
read.
Why did they just said okay, then it's Paul George? Why is that?
I don't know. There's no reports on why they just
Why do
accepted
they
it.
just want to get rid of
Yeah,
Jalen Brown?
they
That's
were just desperate to remove Jalen Brown because if you were me, if you were like offering that one, I would be like, Jalen Brown's one of the best players in my team. I could wait if I want to, like if I'm desperate, I could like wait for like maybe trade deadline or like when the season starts. That's where I'll be like, okay, I could trade Jalen Brown. I don't want him. I could get even more better offers. But
oh,
no,
that's
they
right.
wanted to trade him now. So I don't understand why. Because
That's
like
the
yeah, that's the most
yeah.
optional or like that's the most best thing that they could have done. Wait for the trade deadline. Jalen Brown is like, available. We will see what's Jalen Brown's action towards this one throughout the season or too early the season. But they did not do it. They really want Jalen Brown out. He's gone.
That's what the Sixers did with Ben Simmons though.
And
Like
James
they were just
Harden.
waiting for yeah, James Harden. They were just waiting for the right nagdali man ng Boston
So
like
like
good son. Like take your time. There's gonna be more offers eventually. So but
Nalaman ng the rest of the team that Brown was more than just Miami Heat trade package. I think every team would send something for them. Like everyone.
they were
Yeah.
asking, I think, almost every team of like, what's your offer for Jalen Brown?
Yeah, like they could have been more patient with the offers. Like give them a week or something. Okay, like it was just 3 days after the Giannis, and they said, "Get your ass, buddy. You're going to Philly."
yeah,
Yeah,
Sixers win this trade clearly.
yeah, Sixers won this trade clearly. Fucking
Short and long term.
imagine Maxi, Brown, Edgecombe,
BJ.
Dean Wade,
Dean Wade, yeah.
Dean Wade, and
And Fernie Simons.
and Fernie Simons off the bench. What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah.
Ariel Hockporty.
Phylon,
LeBaron Philon, no?
LeBron Phylon. What a fucking steal in the draft. So like, bro, the Sixers won this trade. Sixers won this trade, and yeah, I I don't know if there is a rivalry between Paul George and not Paul George, between Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, because like if you look at it, there are like videos of Jason Tatum in interviews wherein he looks salty talking about Jalen Brown and all that stuff, but like I am really really not sure. And yeah, it is what it is. Philly won basically this trade, and yeah, I don't really understand why they did it very, very early. We just finished part one of the draft. Sorry for the cut because we had a lot of backstage issues. But yeah, the cut is down. First part of this podcast is the trades, and we talked and discussed about it. So now let's go on to the part two, which will be the signings, the discussions, the rumors. So let's start off first with the biggest team that made a lot of moves, and that's the Los Angeles Lakers. Re-signed um, Austin Reeves to 4 years, 185 million. I forgot how much for Mamu.
One, oh, I know he's overpaid, but I don't
Mamu,
know.
they signed Mamu, Walker Kessler for draft picks, and
Quentin Grimes.
Quentin Grimes and Colin Sexton. What are your thoughts on the overall move for the Lakers this off season?
Before I will say or comment anything about the moves, there was a report that um DeAndre Ayton wrote a lengthy farewell speech to the Los Angeles Lakers group chat before Luka Doncic just kicked him out of the group chat. God damn, Luka, you could have replied or said something.
Yeah, I also forgot. DeAndre Ayton traded to the Washington Wizards. So overall, what are your
Oh,
thoughts on this one?
wait. For Mamo was $52 million, 4 years, but got it wrong.
So yeah, I'm like, damn, Luka, you're so fucking savage. You hate Luke Ayton that much that you just said, fuck your speech, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so the Lakers gotta finally found their center. And it's in the time where LeBron is not even here anymore. There's no more shooters because Kennard's gone. There's no perimeter defender because Smart is a rocket now. In the time where the Lakers needed a center, they overpaid for him. And yeah, Rob Pelinka signed 4 players in 45 minutes. Holy shit, the
Mhm.
pressure was on you, go my guy. And now
Walker
you're locked.
Kessler, Quentin Grimes, Mamu,
Mm,
and
Colin
who's the
Sexton.
other one? Oh, Colin Sexton.
yeah, you just locked the Lakers to almost the second apron with 400 million on the bag. How the hell are you going to sign another solid player in that lineup? Me,
Ruiz gone.
uh,
Ruiz gone.
Rui's gone. So imagine Kennard and Rui is gone. You're both elite 3-point shooters are gone. I don't know what the Lakers were thinking. And now that Luca has to depend on Reeves to score, this ain't it, dog. Just knowing that Reeves is also injury prone and Luca's injury prone. Once these two white guys are gone, this will be
Quentin
the
Grimes.
yeah.
They're like Quentin Grimes.
Uh, you know what the people are calling this team? The cream team, the Costco Bros,
The snow something.
the
Yeah, the snow something.
the,
Yeah.
the Fab Five. You know,
All white guys.
all white guys.
Yeah.
They still have Dalton Connect though.
Yeah.
There's this another white guy. Anyways, this team is not competing with the top teams of the West. I don't even think they'll manage to get out of the second round. So
Nope.
yeah, knowing
Nope.
this team is so reliant on Reeves and Luca, I don't know what they can do. So yeah, most Laker fans are not Laker fans anymore. Wherever LeBron moves, we all move. That's the rule here. There is no bandwagon. We're just moving where LeBron's moving. I'm a loyal Warriors fan, so hey, this will be the best of both worlds if Curry fans and LeBron fans finally unite.
It
Oh
will be
yeah,
weird for LeBron fans to root for Golden State though. I'll say
hey, that's
that.
what they said when he was a Laker, because it's so weird for LeBron and Kobe,
Yeah.
and now they just love him in purple and gold. When you search up LeBron highlights, by the way, it's all Laker highlights. There's no more or it's like you have to
Reason.
specifically search Cavs or Heat. Like those are keywords when you search up in TikTok. That's how much
Mhm.
recency of highlights LeBron has made for the Lakers. What, 6 years, 7 years? Imagine. Yeah,
You know what's also
just
a
going on.
factor about that one? It's that people who are editing are way younger than us.
Yeah, that's right. Because we were New York young. LeBron. It
We
was
experienced, like, if we were able to watch that one, we experienced the, like, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010 Cleveland Cavaliers LeBron. We experienced the Miami Heat. We experienced the Cavs. We experienced the Lakers. We experienced those phases of LeBron. They did not. They only
yeah,
They
that's
saw
true.
experienced
they only saw the purple and gold. They
the
only saw the purple
Cavs
and
maybe
gold.
also as well, but they didn't really tune in, because if you imagine the rookies that are in the NBA right now who got drafted, the Bonza, Peterson, Boozer, Caleb Wilson, they were born 2006, 2007.
Ouch.
So,
They're
like,
younger than us.
they're very younger, they're much younger than us, and there are a lot of people who are like their age that are doing the edits and stuff, so they got to experience more on the Lakers. So, you know, it is what it is. That's a factor as well.
Yeah. We're old basically, and there are no more. The population of Laker fans has decreased. Yeah, that's my take on the trade. It's just a one. This is just banking on Reeves and Luca. If they're both injured, and this team's a bottom feeder team.
And
That's it.
also, before Mongab gives his take, I want to also remind you, since the Lakers traded their picks for Walker Kessler, the Lakers now have no tradable first round picks over the next 7 years and have 475 million. Luka has, I think, 2 or 3 years left with the Lakers. So if it does not work, then he might leave. So Mon, give your take on this deal
Okay.
for the Lakers or the move of the Lakers.
Okay. So there's for now what they're doing is they're just trying to find players to build around Luca and Austin Reeves. I think they've committed to having Austin Reeves as their second option. I don't know if that's a good move or not, but that's what it looks like. Austin Reeves is gonna be their second option, and obviously Luca as their first. And he got the center in Walker Kessler as he has requested all of in the offseason. So if things don't work out, I imagine Luca leaving. Maybe he's going back to Dallas. I don't know, but yeah, the where it stands now, I don't see how this is they're gonna get past the second round with the team that they have now. But I know Luca is gonna get even better. Like not even better, he's gonna play the same way that he has always been. Hopefully he stays healthy. Um, I don't see this team getting past the second round, and I think Luca is gonna gonna go back to Dallas if there's not a lot of success. Because they have a different GM now, so I imagine him going back to Dallas once he becomes a free agent
Yeah, I think
and he joins Cooper Flag.
I think Masai will really accept him there. So that will be fun. That will be fun.
And yeah, they have Cooper Flag too, so they can actually witness Dallas Mavs fans can actually witness the duo of Cooper Flag and Luka Doncic if he
Hey,
joins. But
Clay is still here. He signed the Dallas Mavericks because Clay Luka was there.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, the Lakers got a shooter, Quentin Grimes, and a defender, Colin Sexton, center in two centers in Mamu and Walker Kessler. Maybe Walker Kessler is overpaid. I don't know, but only time will tell if he is. But
Okay.
Austin Reeves, I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have for now.
What I can say is that I think I already said it in the video, in my recap. Walker Kessler is good if he is healthy. That's one of his problems in Utah. He does not, or he's not healthy most of the time. But once he is healthy, he's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, one of the best defenders in the league, one of the best centers, top 10, I think, 15 centers in the league. So that's how good Walker Kessler is. People don't really know him because they don't watch Utah Jazz. But yeah, he
No.
is a good center. And I think the deal looks overpay, but I think it's just okay. But when you talk about Mamu, you talk about Quentin Grimes, holy overpay. Mamu, 52 million, 4 years. Overpay.
Overpaid.
Quentin Grimes, 4 years, 60 million. Overpay. Like, bro, I don't know because I think we have been programmed that once you go to the Lakers, you play bad. And I think that's because of LeBron. Because if you sign with the Lakers, if you don't fit LeBron's system, then you are bad. We experienced that one with Clarkson, I think. I don't remember.
Elo,
Yeah, in Cleveland.
D'Lo,
D'Lo.
Westbrook.
Westbrook. Like, if you don't fit
Gabe
LeBron's system,
Vincent. Gabe Vincent is another
yeah,
one.
give Vincent as well. If you don't fit LeBron's system, then you are really not going to work. But now it's a new era in LA. It's a Showtime Luca LA. We will see if these deals are worth it. But for me, I think this is an overpay, especially for Mamu. I think because I don't think he will be that type of player. So he'll be just decent because in Toronto he's been decent as well. But he could score. He could do all that stuff. So yeah, I have thinking that will be an overpay. And I think the Lakers, hopefully, if everyone's healthy, they might go for like sixth seed, fifth seed, like below play in. I think they could. But we will see. We will see. We will see. And I also forgot one trade that happened was Santi Aldama to Dallas, and boy, that was my favorite trade. I like that trade because Santi Aldama has been the complete player for Memphis last year. You could want him defend, you want him to be a playmaker, you want him to score. He was everything. He was like Mr. Double Double for them. So like I'm happy for that one for Dallas to get a player like Santi Aldama that would fit perfectly well for them. Another thing that we need to talk about, um, Mitchell Robinson is now in Boston and Maya Skata just resigned in Boston. Thoughts on Mitchell Robinson in Boston, leaving New York? And I think he said that he wanted to stay, but he left. Because I think the truth will be revealed in some time in the future. He said that in a Twitter post or IG post. So yeah, what's your thoughts on Mitchell Robinson in Boston? Do you think it will work?
It's injury prone. Injury prone. I- It's it's a solid big man that the Boston Celtics need after they traded down, and now they're trying to do that so they can guard Embiid in the playoffs. But tight, it's an ideal. It's a solid starting center for Mitchell Robinson. I don't know why the New York Knicks let him go. He was very solid for them when he was defending Wemby, especially when the New York Knicks were coming back and Wemby was just doing everything, shooting threes, fade away, free throw line jumpers. It was just let's defend this guy with all the it would, yeah, yeah. So I don't know why then the Knicks let him walk, or like no, not walk, like trade him. We'll know. We'll see after he tweets or whatever. So I hope it's not bad blood or it's not a GM thing or a locker room issue. Yeah, an ideal for the Boston Celtics after their whole fiasco with Brown.
For trading Mitchell Robinson, trading Mitchell Robinson signing for the Boston. Knicks fans wanted to keep him. What they did not want him was for him to sign with a rival, a division rival. Like
Mm-hmm.
could have signed Knicks fans. Like, you could have signed somewhere else. You could have signed for a West team, but you signed with a rival. Why, dude? But that's yeah, it's what it is. What it is. But Mitchell Robinson is actually a solid reboundist. Even though he can't shoot free throws, he's just gonna be a backup center behind Nimias Keita, who signed another contract extension.
Oh, you have
Um,
him as back up. Okay, I thought you have him as center, as the starting center.
but he's good. He'll be a good. I don't know. They might change it though. But for now, he's Nimias Keita has improved last year, and Mitchell Robinson was a backup center to Carl Anthony Towns,
Yeah.
and I think it'll be the same for. He's gonna have to fight for a starting position in Boston, but for now he's gonna be a backup. But maybe they might make the adjustments soon and have him as the starting center. I don't know, but they need more center depth in Boston, so they got him, and they also have Luka Garza there. But
They also have
yeah,
Mike Conley.
yeah, that's another one.
They also
Mike
have Mike
Conley.
Conley there. So yeah,
Um,
that's what they got
who's the
for everyone for the Jalen Brown thing. So
right?
is what it
Mm,
is. Paul George, they got what they got in the
PG,
free agency. Paul George, the Skata resigning, Mitchell Robinson, Mike Conley.
right? Hmm.
Overall, rate
Yeah,
grade the move of the Boston Celtics
Mitchell
for
Robinson. Oh, overall,
Boston.
uh, B minus because I don't like the Jalen Brown. I don't like trading Jalen Brown, and I like the Mitchell Robinson though. But I just have to make it a B minus or C plus around that. I'm leaning towards a C plus.
I agree. It's like a B minus C plus type of deal.
Yeah, I'll have it same C plus B minus, but I'm leaning more on C plus. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
same.
the deals for Boston. We're done with Boston, and we'll go on there later. For not really there later, but that team is done. But now let's move on to Detroit signing John Collins, replacing him for Tobias Harris. And I want to stick with Detroit because I know I don't know if both of you cared John Collins is in Detroit as the replacement for Tobias Harris, and that's I mean I don't know if you really care that much, but it is what it is. because he is some type of a good player, but I don't really think he would really fit for. He will really replace the Tobias Harris role because Tobias Harris is now in the San Antonio Spurs, and that's what I like about that one. Toby is in Spurs, Oubre is in the Pacers, but yeah, I'm not really locked in on John Collins being the replacement of Toby because he does not really play like Toby, but he is a good efficient scorer for that one, and we all know him for his dunks and stuff. But yeah, that's my thoughts on
Hmm.
that one. But I want to stick with Detroit, and I wanted to go to Detroit because what the fuck is going on with Jalen Duren? If you're Jalen
Like,
Duren, what what would you do? Or your thoughts on this Jalen Duren thing? Because he wants out, but he wants to play with the Kings. Out of all teams,
Uh,
Kings. You're also
sorry,
negotiating with them,
sorry.
but others.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
in
know
number
the
one.
race
February
is
1
going.
to sa Q3.
Yeah.
Ah,
Uh, Jimmy.
tama naman.
I'm sorry, I was also looking at the qualifying. Kimmy Antonelli.
We
Okay,
will.
February 2, 3. Okay lang. It's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Sorry, we were
Yeah, we're
watching the
watching.
qualifying and finding out that Kimmy Antonelli is number one.
Keep me
Pole
on pole.
position.
Yeah.
Is pole position, and number two is Charlie Clare, three is Lewis Hamilton. But back to basketball. Once again, Jalen Duren. I mean, then the Pistons are just waiting for a team to sign him, and they're just gonna match it. So if I were Jalen Duren, like he wants to go to Sacramento, but about Sacramento, I heard as a bonus for Jalen Duren swap, which I think is not a bad idea.
Fuck no. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. No, fuck no. That's a bad idea. Jalen Duran is way better, bro. Nah, that's a bad idea. Yeah.
Okay, then
Like I
what
know,
if
like I know they're like great centers. So Sabonis has been like underrated because he plays for the Kings. No one watched the fucking Kings. But like Jalen Duren with Cade Cunningham, like they both fit well together.
better fits
Yeah,
better
than
than
Sabonis.
Sabonis?
So
Okay,
like fuck no, that won't work.
okay. Then they then don't agree. If I were the Pistons, don't agree in the sign and trade. Just let Jalen Duren sign wherever he wants to. Then just match the offer then. But if you're Jalen Duren, what do you do? You don't have much of a choice. It's not your decision for the team to match an offer. So
Yeah.
just sign with the Pistons na lang eh. Yung ganyan.
We will see, we will see. Ikaw Ron, what's your thoughts on this Jalen Duren stuff thing?
Holy shit, bro. I think the dog doesn't want to win. He's just in it for the bag at this point. Imagine, the Kings? Sige, bata ni mo dito ka. Wa may, dito. Ang mahakuan. Yeah. So for those who understood that language, you knew I was being real. It's just there for the money. John Collins is like solid and more experienced compared to Duran, but in terms of physicality and better player, it's definitely Duran. So yeah, I really don't know what Duran was thinking. Was it the bag? Was it something in the Kings? Gigayuma ba siya? I don't know. So yeah, Duran, what's up with you, dog? What's up? Did we bully you too much that you needed to move to the Kings? Because if you move to the Kings, we'll bully you more, dog. Because that team fucking sucks.
Really?
It's not our fault you couldn't score in the playoffs. Yeah. So I don't know what's up with you, Duran. Get your shit together. But must be something in Sacramento. You know.
What I wonder what's attracting him to Sacramento. Is it Darius Acuff?
I really don't know, bro.
Um,
Like I don't know. So yeah, we will see because it's still ongoing right now. And another thing that is ongoing right now is LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Yeah. When I broke it to Aaron sa GC, I asked him for thoughts because Mongab nakatawa ra si Mongab, naghaha-react na si Mongab.
AD.
What
AD.
was your thoughts on the AD LeBron, and Curry, and Draymond.
I
Draymond
I
opted out of
said,
his contract, so
yeah, I
we'll see
know.
what happens.
More money for LeBron. I said unction. This shit was so try hard. This was just a farewell tour to LeBron and the Curry fans of the world for just one big handshake for world peace. And for people who keep watching this podcast, you know how much I say that AD is not reliable. The best player available is the player that we want. The player that's always available is the player we want, not some guy who's made out of glass. So yeah, when I saw that, I was like, hell no, like no, like I don't want this. Okay, let's go to LeBron, but AD, this is just going to not make our younger players develop. Forced to trade our younger players again. In a previous episode, I said if we're not doing the two timeline thing, we're only doing the Curry timeline, and we're gonna ride it, and we're gonna die with it. So I guess this is the dying part of being with the Curry era till he, I don't know, retires. And now that Lexon Lamborg is being a weirdo, calling out Draymond for not replying him. You're weird, bro. You are so weird for that. I have no idea why you want that clout. Anyways, if AD and LeBron join the Warriors, I have no faith in going past. I don't know. Are we going to be the 7-6 seed? Most of the time, play in, because that's what we've been doing for the past 2 years. Play in. So yeah, knowing this, I have no faith anything will happen. Especially that the news was updated that AD going to the Warriors has died from the vine, or I don't know what exact words were those. Yeah. So knowing that AD is not going to the Warriors, LeBron's not going to the Warriors.
I
It's
I I think it died because you resigned Kristaps because the
yeah,
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
money
like, yeah, that
don't
was the
fly
thing that
anymore.
And
ended it. Yeah,
So baka si AJ
yeah.
may mentor siya after all. AJ has a mentor after all.
yeah.
Yeah. AJ,
So
yeah, AJ Debon's
yeah,
for LeBron to Golden State is, yeah, it's gonna be weird. Like, I mean, like you said earlier, LeBron, it was weird. LeBron rolling in Lakers at first. At first, it was weird, but eventually they just found a way to like LeBron and the Lakers. But I don't know. It's just gonna be the same for Golden State though, because recency bias is.
as a
Uh,
fan of basketball, you know what? I want to see it happen because it's like two of the greatest in our time being together. I
it's
just want to see
gonna.
it.
I feel like it's gonna be another version of 2013 Lakers. With Kobe and Steve Nash and Dwight Howard,
Yeah.
or even the
Oh.
2022 Lakers with Westbrook
Mm,
and LeBron.
I won't go that
I
far.
won't go that low.
No, okay,
No, because like both
No.
of them are still in like prime, like a bit prime, a bit like way past, but still in their prime.
playing in a high level.
Yeah,
They're
In the
still playing in a high
in
level.
that context of the 2013 Lakers, we got a
but
40-year-old Steve Nash,
yeah,
a pre-Achilles Kobe, Dwight Howard with a broken back, and Pau Gasol. So
Okay,
I wouldn't stoop that low for my current day Warriors if LeBron and AD were to join, as the only ones
okay,
that unreliable here is AD if he joins the
yeah,
Warriors.
yeah. So
okay.
like I won't go that low because like LeBron and LeBron and Curry is still like one of the best at their prime. There's like it's like watching Messi and Ronaldo, bro. They're like almost 40 plus and they're still good. So,
They join up.
that's them right
Okay,
now.
Steve Nash was past his prime when
Very,
he
way past
joined
his
the
prime.
Lakers.
Especially if you add Dwight there.
Okay,
That was like fucking shit.
yeah,
That was bad.
okay. That's what I was thinking of. Like, ayun na lang. Okay, for the Lakers, not Lakers, Warriors, LeBron, and yeah, there's two sides to it. First, you want to see two of the greatest of our generation team up. Two is watching LeBron and the Warriors is gonna feel weird. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Cause
know.
if you make
Hmm.
it like a theme in this like overall off season so far, the theme is weird. Everything's weird. Draft trades out of nowhere, players in random teams right now. So like LeBron in a Warriors jersey, it looked like an my team or my career, my league. I mean my league rebuild, but it is what it is. We are living in the my league NBA 2K my league world. So we see a lot of weird things, and we will see it more in real life. So yeah, I will not be shocked if LeBron decides to go with the Warriors, but he decided. I think Rich Paul spoiled to us. If the Knicks did not win the championship, he would be a
It'll be a
Knick.
no-brainer.
He would be a
Yeah.
Knick right now. So the Knicks won. They're out of his list. So you have the Cavs, you have the Timberwolves, you have Denver, you have Dallas,
Miami.
you have Miami, you have Cavs.
Spurs.
No Spurs.
No, no, Spurs. No more Spurs. Because they got Tobias.
They have. I will check the board.
Because you could
Six.
trade
No, there was
Pereira.
6 teams. There's
Yeah. And I also forgot you call Aaron called Axel Landerberg weird. He is the same age as Mongab.
oh, O2.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like kay dad na natutupay. So it is what it is. Kabatch niya sila
Weirdo, manika pre.
Jonathan Kuminga. That was batch niya. Batch na to sila. Paulo Banquero. Those are our batch.
yeah. It's
Those are our batch. The 6 teams. Cavs, Heat, Nuggets, Sixers, Wolves, and Warriors.
Why would you go to
imagine
the
if he.
why would he
Imagine if
go
he.
to the Wolves? It's so cold there.
Wait,
LeBron likes it warm.
okay, this is the like the
Ah.
flashboard of like
Mhm.
Rich Paul. Steph and Ray,
No Garland.
Warriors. Dallas, Masai Ujiri, Oil, Golf, and Africa.
Oil.
Boston, Sixers, Heat, Wolves, Denver, Cavs without Garland, Spurs, there is Spurs, and Knicks, but Knicks are already out. So yeah, we will see. But which team? Since Aaron likes him in the Warriors, come on, where do you want to see LeBron go?
I want him
You personally, no biases, no anything.
either either Cleveland or Miami. Yeah.
Okay.
Cavs would make more sense than Miami though, because Miami, I don't think he would fit better with Giannis than with the Cleveland when James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. But happiness is priority, so maybe Cleveland would bring the most nostalgia for him, right? So I don't think, but Miami, I don't know. I don't think Miami. That's number 2 though.
Yeah, but when it comes to me, when it comes to Cleveland, there's James Harden. I think he does not like James Harden, so he likes
He'd rather
Garland
play
more.
with. He like Garland. He like playing with Darius Garland, not
Yeah.
James Harden. No offense to James Harden,
Yeah, so
but he likes Darius Garland.
possibly, but I think the most realistic, I think he might go Sixers. I think he might go
Ito naman eh.
Sixers. As a bias Sixers fan, I think he might go Sixers.
How
But-
will this affect LeBron's legacy? LeBron's legacy is already been
Yeah, this is for like
it's
fun.
already been written. It's just like an epilogue, you know.
Yeah, for
An
fun
epilogue.
and games.
Yeah, it's nothing to prove. Yeah, Cleveland would be or Miami, I think, would be the last.
Yeah.
It would be a place where he can retire.
And you know
Cleveland,
what?
where everything's.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
continue.
Cleveland is where he started his career, and Miami is where he had the most success.
Yeah.
Either of those two would be good.
And you know
I
what?
think-
I am just happy na LeBron decided to opt out of his contract and leave Lakers. The exact same time Bronny's contract was guaranteed. So,
That's the dad of the year.
yeah.
That's the dad right there.
Yeah, so
Nakitrabaho for this year ha. Ikaw na bahala. Literally, yan ang ginawa niya.
uh,
Bahala din, anak.
ikaw na bahala din. So like I'm happy.
He's earning
for-
$3 million in 1 year. $3 million.
Yeah. So like yeah, I'm happy for that one. So it is what it is. So lastly, before we end or we go to the last, Which team so far, because it's not yet finished, but we're almost there. Which team do you think won the NBA free agency?
Definitely, it's the
Off,
Sixers
yeah. Off
for me.
season, not free agency. Yeah.
Off
Uh,
season, yeah, off
I mean,
season.
off season. Yeah. Okay.
uh, Again, I will go with the Sixers. They definitely won this trade. As imagine the lineup of Edgecombe, Brown, Embiid. Who was the other guy?
Anthony Simons, Dean
Anthony
Wade,
Simon,
Dean
Dinwiddie.
Wade,
Oh yeah, they got
LeBron
solid role
Silent.
players. They got stars. It's just a matter of can Embiid play because he was so iffy in the regular season, but when he came back, he was great. He was amazing. Yeah, as we keep criticizing Embiid's health over and over again, we will still do it over and over again for whenever he has to prove us or every doubter that he's healthy. He doesn't know even if he's healthy, in my opinion. So I think it's not even a big four; it's just a big three. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's my only critique for this team. But they are definitely the winners for this off season for the
Far.
trade so far. So far. Oh no,
ikaw,
because he look up to the Warriors.
ikaw mon, what do you have?
I
Aside from
agree with
Sixers.
Aaron.
Aside from Sixers.
Okay. What else happened? Was
I'll start na lang
what did
while
we?
you're thinking.
Because
I have the Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls
okay.
drafted Caleb Wilson, which was the guy they really wanted. I love the way they marketed him when they got drafted him. Like, he really
Oh,
wants to be a better team. I go first. And I also like the way they signed Thiago Splitter as head coach. They traded for Nicholas Claxton. They got Norman Powell. So I'm happy for the Chicago Bulls, and I cannot wait to watch the Chicago Bulls this year. Come on, I think you already have a team.
okay. For a short term, again, as we talked about, for a short term success, it's the Miami Heat. Again, short term. Keep that in mind. Short term, because they get Giannis, but I know they have some plans of how they're gonna build around him. But they got a superstar in his prime, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they can actually. This actually gives them the Miami Heat urgency to win now, to build solid players around. They also got Tim Hardaway Jr. Uh, so and they just need more players to build. And I know they're gonna keep going with how they got Giannis now, and they now have an urgency to win now. So it'll take time for him to develop to fit Miami Heat system, but I know for the short term that this will give them a short term success.
Yeah.
So I'll go
So
Miami
yeah.
Heat as a third one.
Yeah. So those are our winners. Those are our thoughts about the signings and all that stuff. It's a long video. It's a long episode because we really recap the most important things, all the trades that happened in the past 2 weeks. We weren't able to record because we were busy in life. And yeah, we have to do it right now because it's still hot. So do you think, one last question. One last question. Do you think that this is the greatest off season ever?
The 2019 offseason could rival this, I think.
It's 2019. What happened?
But this
Kawhi?
is the Kawhi, Paul George,
Oh, that
AD,
was 2019. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
AD,
AD. Westbrook. There's ball for
bro,
Westbrook.
yeah.
What happened that year?
Basta a lot of things happened. So much names. To
Better than
and
last season, I would say. I don't know ever, but this is better than last season
yeah, yeah.
for sure.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Those are our thoughts. Those are our thoughts about that one because everyone is saying that this is like the greatest off season ever. And I think that will be the title of this episode. So yeah, those are our thoughts on the trades, the signings, and off-season deals that happened. Follow us on Facebook on the Winning Bucket. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram because if there's breaking news, for sure I will be the one reporting it. I'll be doing the video. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. Tune in for our reels and tune in again for next week's episode because I think next week's episode will be way different if nothing really happens in the NBA. But we'll be waiting for the Jalen Duren thing. We'll be waiting for the LeBron James decision. Whoa, LeBron might do the decision again. So yeah, we will see. We will see. So yeah, you have anything to shout out? Oh yeah, follow our Facebook. Thank you for 450 followers on Facebook already. Whoa. So like it's
So
fast.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah. Follow us on our socials. Do you have anything to shout out as well?
No.
No. Okay. Alright. So that's our episode. We'll see you all soon next week, possibly as well. I'm Onin, that's Aaron, that's Mongab. We're winning bucket and peace.